next herb, or rather two of them, are the piper species, long pepper and black pepper. These are how the plants look. And this is what we have in our kitchen. Well, long pepper consists of the dried fruits of Piper longum. Its roots are also very popular and mentioned in Ayurveda, and they are known as pipali mool. Whereas black pepper consists of the dried fruits of Piper nigrum. You may also find something like white pepper in the market. Well, it is nothing but black pepper from which the outer black pericarp has been removed. They belong to the family Piperaceae, and being very important medicinal plants, they find their place in the Ayurvedic pharmacopoeia of India as well as the Indian pharmacopoeia. There are many valuable phytoconstituents in the piper species as well. Its main alkaloid is piperine, but there are other alkaloids as well like chavicin and piperlongumine. There are acids like piperinic acid and chavicinic acid. This is the constituent of piperine, and studies are being done on how can this structure be modified even in the laboratory, making semi-synthetic derivatives by which better activity can be obtained from the piper species. Well, do the piper species have anything which can be useful for the respiratory tract? Do they have any sort of antibacterial or antifungal activity? Well, these herbs have been found to be effective against a wide spectrum of fungi and bacteria. Many of them are those which infect the respiratory tract. These herbs increase the membrane permeability of the microorganisms. That is, they increase the movement of the content across the body of the microorganisms, thereby leaking out their essential contents. Well, nanoparticle formulations from these herbs are also being made to enhance their effect. Apart from medicines, the immunity also plays an important role in fighting infections. Piper longum and piperine were found to increase the total white blood cells of our body, which fight against the invading microorganisms. They increased the antibodies of our body, which fight against the invaders, that is the antigens. And Piper longum and piperine also increased the bone marrow cellularity. Again, in another study, Piper nigrum was found to control and modulate interleukin 6 and tumor necrosis factor TNF alpha, which are usually found in high amounts when the infection is severe. Again, the question is, have any sort of clinical studies been done? Well, Piper longum was found to be useful in a small sample of children with bronchial asthma, where it was found to decrease the severity of the asthmatic attacks. Also, preclinical studies have been done where Piper longum was found to be useful in bronchial asthma. It was found to decrease the rate and amplitude of respiration during the asthmatic attack, that is, they decrease the severity of the attack. And it was also found to block acetylcholine, serotonin and histamine-induced spasms, that is, the violent contractions which happen during the asthma. So, what's in it for us to explore further? Well, a very important thing can be explored further, and that is bioavailability enhancement, which is the property of piperine. What is bioavailability? Bioavailability, let us say, is the amount of the active constituent of the drug, that is the piper species, which is available at the site of action in the body, that is where it is actually required in the body. So, if any drug is increasing the bioavailability of the other species, of the other medicine, it means that it will also enhance the effect of those other medicines, but also it may decrease the dose of the other medicines as well. Right now, whether it is allopathy or homeopathy or Ayurveda, all the medicinal sciences, they are all working on one thing, and that is how to reduce the dose of the medicine. And that can be achieved if piperine is used, because it can enhance the bioavailability of the other medicines along with which it is prescribed. Maybe it is not a surprise why Piper longum and Piper nigrum are found in a majority of Ayurvedic formulations. It may be because they are able to reduce the dose. and increase the effect of the other drugs because they increase the bioavailability. Well, there are other phytoconstituents which can be worked upon like piperinic acid, piperlongumine, semi-synthetic derivatives can be made, which I mentioned earlier. Mechanisms of action of these constituents can be studied, how they are actually able to act in the human body. Receptors metabolize intermediates, they also can be studied further. Standardization, as I have mentioned in the previous herbs as well, it is very much required. How to differentiate the various species of the piper genus and how to ensure that the high quality, the required quality of the product is available in the market. And novel formulations can be made as well. Like for example, we already are drinking the piper species, the piper nigrum, in the form of a kava during winter. Right. So can any more of such formulations be made? Well, it is up to all of us. Thank you.